6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister has described the reduction in the policy rate as an important landmark for the development of industrial and agriculture sectors. Pakistan and Iran have agreed to intensify collaboration on border management and address shared challenges. The Planning Minister says Pakistan is the first country to make the United Nations Development Goals a formal part of its development agenda through the Parliament. The Information Minister says the government is taking various steps to empower the youth. Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and around the world will observe the Jammu Martyrs' Day tomorrow. The World Health Organization will shift more than 100 Palestinian patients from Gaza to the United Arab Emirates tomorrow. And now the news in detail. The Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif has described the recent reduction in the policy rate by the State Bank of Pakistan as an important development for the development of the industrial and agriculture sectors. Chairing the Federal Cabinet meeting in Islamabad today, he expressed the confidence that the people will now invest their money, which will create job opportunities and enhance exports. Alluding to the departure of a Pakistani delegation to Saudi Arabia, the Prime Minister said the Saudi Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman wants to move forward quickly to strengthen relations in diverse fields. He said the President of Azerbaijan has also sent a message expressing readiness to sign agreements worth $2 billion with Pakistan. The Federal Cabinet has approved the Hajj Policy 2025. The Cabinet, which met in Islamabad today with the Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif in the chair, was informed that Pakistan's Hajj quota for the upcoming pilgrimage will be 179,210. It will be divided between the government and the private sector in a 50-50 ratio. Under the Hajj policy, children under 12 years of age will not be allowed to travel for Hajj this year. The Cabinet directed to give priority in the Hajj balloting to those individuals who will be performing Hajj for the first time. Pakistan and Iran have discussed ways and means to enhance cooperation across several key areas, including trade, energy, and border security. Addressing a joint news conference along with the Iranian Foreign Minister Sayyid Abbas Araghchi in Islamabad today, after the bilateral talks, the Deputy Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister Mohammad Asaghdar said the two sides agreed to intensify collaboration on border management and address the shared challenges. Asaghdar said terrorism and extremism pose a serious threat to regional peace, and the two countries pledged to coordinate joint efforts to eradicate these challenges. In his remarks on the occasion, the Iranian Foreign Minister reiterated the commitment to further strengthen the brotherly relations with Pakistan in all areas of mutual interest. Both the countries have also condemned Israel's unrestrained military aggression in the Middle East during the talks. The acting President Syed Yusuf Raza Gilani has emphasized for a stronger healthcare system based on resilience and innovation. Addressing the 14th International Public Health Conference in Islamabad, he said equipping the healthcare professionals with the right skills and resources is crucial for strength and resilience of a nation. The acting president said the Senate of Pakistan prioritizes discussion on legislation, policies, and initiatives that foster an enabling environment for health institutions. The Planning Minister Ahsan Iqbal has said Pakistan is committed to the United Nations Development Goals and will actively participate in COP29 conference in Baku this month. He was discussing Pakistan's development agenda, preparations for participation in the COP29 conference and economic strategy in a meeting with Pakistan's permanent representative to the United Nations, Ambassador Munir Akram. Ahsan Iqbal said despite having the lowest carbon emissions in the world, Pakistan is among the countries most affected by climate and environmental changes. Mentioning Pakistan's efforts on the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, the federal minister said Pakistan is the first country to make these goals a formal part of its national development agenda through the parliament. The Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank has reiterated the commitment to support Pakistan in meeting its development goals and overcoming climate-related challenges. This was conveyed by a delegation of the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank, led by Vice President, Client Region and Project Finance Global, Konstantin Limitovsky, during a meeting with the Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb in Islamabad. The Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank team said they view Pakistan as an important partner country. Mohammad Aurangzeb acknowledged the bank's support for Pakistan, particularly its funding and technical assistance in dealing with natural disasters and the impacts of climate change and disaster preparedness. This is Radio Pakistan. The Information Minister Ataullah Tarar says empowering the youth is the need of the hour and the government is taking various steps to empower the youth. Addressing the National Youth Summit as chief guest in Islamabad today, he said the country has abundance of talented youth who are playing an important role in the development of the country. He said Pakistan's youth are striving for gender equality, better health facilities, and the overall well-being of the people of the country and the region. He said the local youth were working in the digital field and Pakistani startups were considered the best in the world. The Indus Shield Chinese exercise being conducted separately between Chinese and Pakistan Air Forces has concluded at an operational air base of Pakistan Air Force. According to ISPR, the exercise of bilateral module of exercise Indus Shield 2024 witnessed the participation from People's Liberation Army Air Force of China. Meanwhile, Pakistan and Malaysia are conducting a joint military exercise, Harimau Markhor 2. The 2-week-long exercise began at the National Counter-Terrorism Centre in Pabbi. Kashmiris on both sides of the line of control and around the world will observe Jammu Martyrs' Day tomorrow, reaffirming the commitment to the Martyrs' mission for inalienable right to self-determination. The day commemorates the massacre of hundreds of thousands of Kashmiris by the forces of Dogra Maharaja Hari Singh and Hindu fanatics during the migration to Pakistan in the first week of November 1947. Commemorative events are planned on both sides of the line of control and globally, including anti-India demonstrations and seminars in Azad Kashmir and various cities across Pakistan. Senior APHC leader Mirwais Umar Farooq has condemned the restrictions imposed by the authorities which prevented him from offering funeral in absentia and attending a condolence gathering for his late uncle, Mirwais Maulvi Muhammad Ahmad Shah. The Mirwais described the actions as a violation of religious rights. The World Health Organization says more than 100 patients, including children suffering from injuries and chronic diseases, will be evacuated from Gaza tomorrow. The World Health Organization representative for the occupied Palestinian territory, Rick Peppercorn, said patients will travel in a large convoy via the Kerem Shalom crossing with Israel before flying to the United Arab Emirates. 6 more Palestinians have been martyred when Israeli forces attacked Deir al-Bahlahin city in Gaza. The martyrdom toll of Palestinians in Israeli aggression in Gaza since October last year has now risen to over 43,300. At least 16 people were killed and 90 others injured in Israeli attacks on Lebanon. More than 3,000 people have been killed and 13,492 wounded in the Israeli attacks since the war on Gaza began. And now cricket. The second one-day international of the 3-match series between Pakistan and Australia will be played on Friday at Adelaide. The match will start at 8:30 in the morning. Australia lead the series 1-0. And finally, the weather report. Dry weather is expected in most parts of the country, while cold conditions are likely in hilly areas during the next 12 hours. Smog and light fog is likely to persist in most regions of the Punjab. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.